Nerd life, you already dwell there. Front
A lot is right beside you, thick glasses, no hair. I work a desk job making rap songs for internet. I take my hacking with me in the off hours like I'm itinerant.
My name's Damien, but I go more often by MC Frontalot. I am a rapper. I'm a professional rapper. People often think I am setting up a joke and I'm gonna say something funny next. Nerdcore is this inversion of the shame of geekery that old people like myself grew up with into a bizarre but non-ironic pride, or at least the illusion of total confidence. Listen, I'll tell you, the front a lot is incredible, even recommended to rock the mic like instead of a silence, you'd have me fronting into the amplifier. Point with a thumb at which MC to admire. That was why I came up with front a lot, really, is because it still didn't make any sense for nerds to be proud about it.
Sometimes feel like, oh my god, life's so good. I'm on the cover of a lot of magazines. Nope, I don't say all, but I've been practicing my big...
That's my claim to fame, coming up with that term nerdcore.
Well, I heard about nerdcore back in high school. It's just a bunch of guys, typically, rapping about just stuff that I liked. Comic books and video games and math and science. My name is Joshua Watson, and you can just introduce me as Dr. Awkward or Geequilibrium. That's the song that made this all possible, and that's the way a lot of people still know me. I'm just a young man with an awkward flow.
But I'm a wise man like I'm Dr. No, and I walk this road as tight as it might be, but I'm likely to lose my balance just slightly.
That song is about trying to find that balance between being so very geeky and then, you know, not quite looking that way. I'm a little outside of both worlds.
Yo, I'm clearly a nerd, but don't look the part. Severely absurd nerd raps in my heart. So
The stuff that I'm writing about seems like a list of nerd things. I've got songs about data encryption and
with the password lock, sock it deep into raw.
songs about video games.
You PS2, don't leave me. You had to change.
And
Nerdcore, rise up.
nothing I've done has sort of opened it up to a non-nerd identified audience, and I'm fine with that.
Nerdcore, rise up.
There's definitely a preponderance of white dudes in nerddom, and you know.
Nerdcore used to be just a made-up word.
I'd say there's always more women showing up at the show than I was worried would show up. Like, you worry it's gonna be just like all dudes, and the women who show up are gonna be like, ugh, why did I come here? But it's never that bad.
Woo! It's me, Dr. Awkward. Welcome back.
People immediately judge it that it's a joke. People like, oh, nerd rapping, and it's really hilarious. But it's not really about the juxtaposition of those two worlds, you know, nerdiness and hip hop. It just happens to be nerds expressing themselves through hip hop.
It stemmed out of my interest in home recording, really. Like, I had 4 tracks in high school, and now it's just some software and some little tiny pieces of hardware. 15 tracks of music, 15 or 20 takes of the vocal. So a single one is like this, right?
You dwell there, front a lot is right beside you, thick glasses, no hair.
But as it turned out, only this tiny little bit
Keep it logged in, keep it logged in.
made it into the actual cut. The things that are lit up are the parts of each take that made it into the cut. Some rappers are so good that they can just turn on the microphone and sound like this. That's part of what makes Jay-Z so amazing, is his every utterance's rhythmic perfection. That's Jay-Z, not me. I do it like this. Cobble it together.
But it's not about fitting in. It's never been about that.
Nerdcore rose up and got elevated. We consider the possibleness of this not overstated. Nerdcore could rise up, it could get elevated.